Mike O'Brien, 214 Stall Road. Can we speak of the previous lawsuit that brought this billboard into effect?
Any regards to this particular matter would be part of the potential lawsuit. It hasn't been served on the borough yet, so we don't know what the merits or what the actual substance of that is. So at this point, I would advise any further communication be at least postponed a minimum until we're able to take a look at what was filed.
Okay, so since I'm up here, I'd like to let the borough, people who live in this borough, know for a fact that the lease agreement with the sign company, okay, in the lease, the borough took it upon themselves to give money back to a multi-million-dollar company. They are giving back 50% of what they were going to get in the first year, 50% of what they were going to get in the second year, and 25% back in the third year to help offset construction fees. One question I was going to ask, but I'm not going to get an answer, is how much did this Lockridge company cost this borough in fees in this court procedure prior to the sign going up? Probably millions of dollars, maybe not. Maybe 500,000, maybe 70,000, I don't know. But yet they drove this borough through court, federal court, from 2006 until 2011 when this thing was settled, not knowing how much it cost this borough, and then they're going to give money back to a multi-million-dollar company? I wish I'd found this before the election, because it might have changed things if the borough people had known that they were giving money back to help offset construction fees. Okay, multi-million-dollar companies, you do not help offset construction fees. When somebody comes in and bids a job to redo our streets, you give them money back to help offset the fees? No, you don't. It's just that plain and simple. You guys did everything you could. Borough code says the sign cannot be more than 120 feet from the base to the top, but yet you guys allowed the leasee to do it from the height of I-95, because if they'd done it from the height in the park, they would not be able to see the sign because of the overpass on Stewart Avenue. So it would have eliminated one side of that sign. So you allow these people, and you guys are involved, to manipulate the system. One borough code says one thing. The lease agreement says something different. Listen to me, people. They're going to take this borough down. They're going to raise taxes, but they're going to give money back to a multi-million-dollar, but they're going to put out how much tax money is going to go. Our taxes are going to go up. But yet they're going to give money back to a multi-million-dollar company. It's a disgrace.
Ooh, yeah, way to go.
Harry, can I ask why we have this position now? Is there a lawsuit pending of some sort?
That's what I said. There was an action, declaratory judgment action filed. It hasn't been served yet. We don't know what it contains, but given the nature of the action, that's the advice that I'm providing.
Who's the file from? Who's the
file? Two residents.
Oh, okay.
So we don't even need the Mr. Byrne then anymore, right?
Well, I would anticipate Mr. Byrne would want to review the action and provide and weigh in on the merits of it.
All right, at this time, we're going to move on to the recommendation portion of the meeting. Okay, the podium is yours. Relax. Just please give your name and address.
Michelle Vanilla-Kaneko, 11 Hetzel Road. I'm new to coming to meetings, and I just need some clarification. Earlier you had mentioned a finance committee. May I ask who's on the finance committee, or where we can find that information?
Yes, I'm on the finance committee, Samantha Snow and Holly O'Honey.
Okay. You had mentioned that the budget will be posted to the public. May I ask where it will be posted and at what date?
Borough office.
Where in the borough office?
So you see Charlotte, you come up the steps there. Charlotte.
Okay. And it will be hanging up for the public to inspect?
It'll be available in the borough office.
Okay. And what date would that? I believe you said it would be posted for a week.
10 days.
10 days, and when will that be posted?
That's beginning
Actually,
tomorrow.
beginning on the 21st.
21st.
Advertise it as beginning the 21st in case there was any input or comments that would cause a change to the preliminary budget tonight. Give us time to print them out. It'll be begin to be available on the 21st and then 10 days from now.
Okay, and when are you voting on the budget?
The preliminary budget this evening.
Okay, and then when will you vote on the actual budget
The
for?
plan is December 19th.
December 19th. Okay, thank you so much.
Maureen Cook, 39 College Circle. The last time that I was in meeting here, the certificate of use was on hold, I believe, for 30 days. There was an investigation. You were having all of the, everything was being rechecked to make sure that everything met code. Where does it stand right now? I'm not completely sure I understand where we're at this
As far as I know, the use has not been issued, and they're still waiting on Mr. Burns' determination of a few of the zoning dimensional issues.
Dimensional? Is that all that is being looked at this point?
No, the whole matter is being reviewed, but with regard to the specific use of the billboard, that's on hold for the dimensional issues.
Okay. So we don't have any idea at this point as to, like, when there will be an update as to where things stand?
I've been in communication with Mr. Byrne. I do anticipate that his report in that regard should be this week.
This week?
Yes.
Thank you.
Didn't you read something at workshop with someone's statement? Was that?
I shared that. That was Ernie's.
That was my preliminary review of the jury when I first taken a look at it, and I forwarded that to Mr. Byrne as part of his review.
Okay, so that was the one that stated that it was his opinion that the underground electricity was not necessary.
That was
Not a
Ernie's.
requirement. That was my opinion. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I seemed to think it was Mr. Burns, and someone else seemed to think that it was Fran, so I wanted to clarify that.
No, that was my opinion that I provided to Bob and to Mr. Byrne. That was as solicitor, as asked for me to take a look at that by Mr. Gale.
Good evening, Andy Furman, 419 Pomeroy Street. Maybe changing the subject a little bit, but Dawn, a couple of months ago I'd asked you for a summary of the expenses to date for the special attorney for the labor relations that, I'm sorry, Miss Kelly O'Sullivan, I believe her name is. Have you been able to put that together yet?
I can, if you want to call or stop in.